Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing my design team project for LavenderBlu. The kit that I'd chosen for LavenderBlu was Coffee Time and also the vintage ephemera. I constructed this one out of envelopes, and on the cover, I'll just open it up, it's fairly wide. I've actually used calico and I put a coffee stamp on the calico, and it's got like a traveler's notebook on the inside. I don't know if you can see, and I've distressed it with vintage photo, so it's got all little stamps. This lace has been coffee dyed. A lot of the journal cards and that that are in this little project have actually come from Artymaze, because it just married in with this coffee themed little envelope folio that I created, and I've sewn around most of it. So when you open it up, you have this little pocket page here, and I've just put that is an offcut from the coffee kit, and I've just added a little stamp and a little tag at the top, and that's the back. And then I created a little pocket and put a little slit in there and had the word create and another stamp in it, another little pocket, a little tag that I sewed around very messily, I might add, and you can write on the back. And there's some more. Now those were from Artymaze's kit, and this is part of the vintage ephemera. Just a very, can't really see, beautiful handwriting. So thank you, Fiona, for putting that in your Etsy shop. And below in the description box, I will actually put the social media platforms for Fiona. And then I've also created a little envelope, and there's another little journal spot in there. So you not only can just use them for journals when you purchase the kits, you can also make ephemera out of them. Imagination is what you need. So when you open this up, we have another little belly band, and I've put this little bit about coffee here, and you can write in the middle, and it just sits back in there, and a couple of pieces of coffee ephemera. And this is an envelope where you can put a photo here. If you turn it over, you've actually got three little like coin pockets, and they've got little journal cards all in them. Now these are pages from the coffee kit, and I've just put a stamp in the middle of it. And then I've got another flip here with a pocket which has pieces of ephemera through. I've left it fairly plain as well because I didn't want it bulked up too much. And I'll just pull this down, and this just flips up where you can put a photo in it. And then underneath I have a pocket, and here is the other vintage letters, which I think are absolutely, it's just amazing the writing they used to do. And it's some type of something that I assumed they discovered. And then that just closes over. And then in the middle, I've just created, and this is from Fiona's kit, I've created a notebook where you can write in it. Now, on each page there is like a coffee cup, a coffee percolator, and I've left it plain, and I've added some more envelopes, vintage ephemera from Fiona's kit in there as well, and just attached it to a paper clip. And that's some coffee stain paper that I had done for the project and just used a lace doily. On here I've created a side pocket, and this is from the kit. Now this is written in 1854, and it's just sort of like a little letter to somebody. But I've made it into a little booklet, and you can write on the inside. And you just tuck it back in this little side part here. And there's some more from the vintage ephemera kit. Another idea that you could do, you could even turn these into envelopes as well. And more pages from the kit with the coffee and the coffee leaves. And I printed all these on coffee stain paper. So it's a very versatile kit. Your coffee beans. And more pages from the kit, and I've just sewn it in and made it like a traveller's notebook that can be taken in and out. But as I said, I did not want to bulk it up too much. So more pages. It just gives, using the coffee stain to print on, it's just given it a really antique-y look. And I've created a little pocket here that you can attach something into. And the old coffee grinder. So I've used all the pages, and that comes with the kit as well. I've used all the pages to create a little traveller's notebook style journal. And on the back here I've made another little pocket with the slit in it, and this has got a little jar of coffee, and you open it up and it can be written on the inside. And there's plenty of room to add another tag or two. When you come, I'll do this side first. This is another flip up with ephemera. And it can have a photo, you can write on that. And then you have a flip up. So there's plenty of places, not just within the notebook, but within all the little hidey holes as well. Now in the middle one, I've got to work it. I actually created a little, like a coin type scenario that you lift up. You can write on it, you can add little photos, and there's a big pocket in the back. And some more coffee ephemera. Now, as I mentioned, the coffee ephemera and some of the papers on the back here have all come from Artymaze, and your notebook has come from Fiona from my design team project, along with all these letters, vintage letters that come from Fiona as well. And this one was written on June the 7th, 1756. But look at the handwriting. It's beautiful. And I've just added them in to be written on the back and or try to decipher. This one was written in February the 11th, 1712. So it's a beautiful handwriting. And then I made a little stack of envelopes, which I've used the Papillonian Tim Holtz stamp. And in this one you can open it up and it can be written on the inside. And this is part of the vintage letter ephemera from Fiona. Just makes it so pretty. So much you can do with it. And there's another one, part of that stamp. And when you open this one up, which I sealed, it's got more from the vintage letter ephemera. She's gorgeous. So this one was in 1759. She's gorgeous. And then I have this one as well as a little envelope that I had in my stash. And you open it up and you can write on the back of these. And they're all done on copy stain paper. And here is some more of the vintage letter ephemera. And then you just tie all that back up. And on the back, I actually created another pocket and 2 more letters. And now this is a fabric. I used a heavy calico and I had a set of coffee stamps, so I just stamped all over the material, all over the calico. Then I dyed it with coffee, and then I went over it with vintage photo, just to give it a real copy aged look. And here's some more vintage letter ephemera. So there's plenty of little hidey spots and tuck spots to be written in, add photos. And this one is just gorgeous. And this one was written in 1765. So that's my design team project for LavenderBlu. I do hope you enjoy it. But until next time, happy crafting.